You know, I feel like I should like this episode more than I do. Like, it's got Ahsoka, it's got Dude Face, who's pretty cool. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, you gonna do anything, like, less incredibly obvious? Terra Sinube, that was his name. Sorry, I had to look it up real quick. Terra Sinube. I actually liked him. In fact, the only thing I didn't like about this episode is everything about its execution. So Ahsoka gets pickpocketed in the Coruscant. I hesitate to use the word underworld because I understand that Coruscant is like 50 layers going down. So, like the second layer down, the underworld for Jedi. And then she has to go and get, the young kid has to go to the old guy to get help. And the young kid is brash and headstrong. And the old guy's like, don't worry, just be patient. And the old guy's basically right about everything. Like, that's the construction of the episode, which is a very, very old plot. But as ever, I'm okay with that as long as you do something interesting with it. Problem is, I don't think they did. See, it was so obvious to the point where I felt like I was watching a kid's cartoon show, and I know what you're going to say, but to be completely blunt, there's a difference between a kid's cartoon show and a high-quality kid's cartoon show. I've seen high-quality kids' cartoon shows. Don't tell me they don't exist. So, and I'm talking about recent, by the way, not just when I was a kid. Because, I have a niece to take care of. So, we're going through this episode, and it's like, oh my god, you! It's totally you. And Ahsoka is so stupid at every step of the way. It made me want to just smack her. I get that she's supposed to be all upset, and oh my god, I'm basically incapable of thinking. But no matter how you get around it, the problem was in the whole episode, she seemed completely incapable of thinking. It got to the point where I got tired of hearing the word patience because he kept saying it over and over and over, trying to get it into her brain. Like, come on, here. No, have patience. No, have patience, Ahsoka. And I can't even tell you how many times her ability to keep up with these people was actually almost insulting. When the woman first showed up and she's like, aha, I have a lightsaber. Now, how do you turn this thing on? My first thought was that Ahsoka would be like, yank, and just pull it out of her hands into her hands. Done. But that's not what happens. Instead, we go on a long chase scene, which she fails at. What? Oh, Ahsoka, seriously? I also have to say that she seems to have been taking Anakin's lessons a little bit too close to heart. And that brings me to my next point. It feels like this episode does a disservice to her character. She comes across as aggressive to the point of stupid, where she doesn't even consider where she is or what she is or the circumstance. Instead, she's just like, rah, at all points in time. Now, I could believe that if this was an early season 1 episode, back when Ahsoka was still fairly new and didn't have any particular experience or skill. Not too many episodes ago, she jumped over a dam, a wall in the fortress, and managed to catch herself and someone else in the fall. Now, granted, she was with Anakin at the time, but still, like, that's the kind of thing she just did effortlessly and smoothly. And here she's like, oh god, how am I going to keep up? Ugh. Then there's the fact that the old guy, whose name is Sanub? Terra Sanub, who, again, I wish I liked, nevertheless, he did like a obvious version of Columbo when it came to deducing the truth, because he kept just saying, oh, well, you know, I'm trying to think how to phrase this. It felt like the people in the writers didn't have faith that the viewers would be picking up on the hints that they put in about her mind state or emotional state or how she's acting. So they have him obviously narrate everything that's going on. And they do it over a long period of time, so it gets aggravating after a while, right? As he's just like, oh, well, you felt even more anxious ever since your friend was found. And you said that there was a bunch of men who shot your husband. Interesting. And is this your card? I mean, he was just so obvious about it. I'm just like, come on, yes, I get it. I get it, she was behind it. Uh-huh. Yep, that's great. Uh-huh. Now, all of that being said, there were a couple of little tidbits that I enjoyed. And I have to admit, it's probably something that shows kind of the positives of the light side mentality. Because I myself have said many times, and I don't want to get too much into this, is already longer than my usual video length, but I've said many times how I think there should be, in the interpretation of Force, there should be good sides to the dark side and bad sides to the, good sides to the dark side and good sides to the light side. So you could use either side of the Force to good intent. Now that's something I've always liked the idea of. Obviously Lucas disagrees with me and current canon disagrees with me, but you get the point. So I like the idea that we are seeing, arguably for the first time, the real benefits of the light side in this show. The kind of patience, go with the flow, know where the current is going to take you kind of mentality, so that he is in the perfect position to deal with things when he needs to. He's got the cops coming. He gets the speeder from them to go find Ahsoka. I mean, the mere fact that he finds Ahsoka in Coruscant is insane by itself. The fact that he managed that, that's crazy. You know how big that city is? It's a little large. And she went quite a distance. And then, of course, the best one was when the subway or the tram door opened, and he's just standing there like, hi. Right? Because it shows the difference. She charged onto the train. He looked where the train was going and got there first. Dark side, light side. I like that. Anyways, that's all I got. Sorry for rambling on so long. I'll see you next time, guys.